It's time once again for the Brew, Jersey Joe, Ion, and you. More bar talk here right now. Those of you who follow us on social media, you already know this week's question, but I'm going to remind you of it anyway. Question is, how old is the right age to give a kid a smartphone? What age do you think they're old enough that it's okay for them to have a phone, or do you think they should wait till they're a little bit older? What age do you think? You got a lot of answers on this one. They are all over the place, so a lot to get to on this edition. There's Joel over there live in Vegas. Joel, how old for a kid to get a smartphone?
My answer isn't even a straight up answer because it's contingent upon how much parental controls you can put in a phone. I've never looked into this because I don't like kids and I'm an adult, so I've never even looked into it. But if you can put parental controls on it, then I think you can do it like as early as 10 years old. If you can't put parental controls on it though, like full blown, need to be like a teenager, have some responsibilities other than just going to school and having your parents pick you up. You need to have like chores or work or some kind of after school something where you need to communicate with somebody. Like there needs to be a reason.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. Like if the kid has a job, yes, and like the after school chores, that's absolutely correct. So I think they've earned it. You got to earn it. There's too many things now where kids think they can just have it and give it to them because I want. First off, I wasn't getting a cell phone when I was a kid. I got one when I got my first job.
No,
and
they weren't widespread when you were a kid.
They kind of were, kind of weren't. You had the bag phones back then.
They weren't.
Yeah, they were around, but I mean, they were expensive though, so that's also why you weren't getting. I also grew up in the mountains of Pennsylvania, where the reception absolutely sucked, so there was no reason to have one. But I do agree. I think you should give when the kid has a job or some type of chore responsibility, or unless they have to be off on their own, like if they have a long walk to the bus stop or something like that, or they're going to be off their own for a brief amount of time, then it's okay. But yes, with parental control, you got to check some things out. Like they're scared to make the Facebook kids, Instagram kids thing now because they're all worried the kids are going to get all upset about that. So you also can give them one, but you got to teach them the responsibility too. That's a long about answer, but that's my thought, not being a parent.
It's kind of hard for you to give advice about like teach your kids responsibility. They want a handout, those little kids, and it's like, yeah, you don't have kids. Neither do I, but it's like I'm not going to say like what I think. I don't know, man. That's a very subjective. I'm sure some parents are going to have some interesting answers for us.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of them. I'm just saying anything that I have when I was growing up in life, I had to earn. It just wasn't given to me. So if I wanted a cell phone...
They're freaking kids.
Even though you had to go mow the grass on the weekends. Like, mommy wasn't giving me anything for free. Like, you want it, earn it. Like, that's how I was brought up. And
yeah, you damn kids.
Yeah. All right, well, we got lots of your answers to get through, so let's go through them right now because there's a laundry list of them. Various opinions all over the place, so check these out. So NJ Leekster, he says, I say age 10. It's Brian 25. I believe age 9 is okay because I really believe that it's better than buying them toys. Heather comments, my daughter was 8 when she got a smartphone. Do I feel she was ready? Probably not, but I was going through a messy divorce, and her father wouldn't let her use his phone to call me. So I felt the only option was to get her own phone. Ooh, Rock for Guitar, 3 months it seems. And then he follows up, I'm wrong, maybe after umbilical is cut. It's getting to that. K. Glatt says 16. Jason comments, I'm not sure I'm old enough yet. Nicole says, I personally think young kids shouldn't have smartphones. Too many sick Fs out there. Pure Energy Multi verse. Well, I think when the kid can read write, but with some limitations. Starman, agrees with me when they get a job. And Warlock Weirdo has a big story to wrap it up with here. 8th grade, I saw people younger on the bus using smartphones, and I see a girl that's like 10 years old at least have a wallpaper of a condom. Disturbed is an understatement. Never want to see something like that ever. Kids get exposed to too much stuff and smartphones without parental controls and internet. No good for the younglings. A lot of different answers there. The condom story was not where I thought this show was going to go, but that's bar talk.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like people seem to be saying 9, 10 seems to be okay there. I mean, various opinions. The divorce story was kind of sad. That one, I kind of I felt bad for her in that one.
Yeah, I mean, those decisions are obviously a lot harder for people that are going through that because you got 2 whole different sets. And then you might have each parent has another partner that has different rules or kids of their own. That's another thing you have to worry about.
Really Matt Treat, he has a comment. He says, I think 15 or 16 is a good age, and still a parent guardian needs to check the phone each night, as well as their social media sites, not because you don't trust your child, but to ensure their safety. And Tie Box with the final answer of the show, when they can pay for it. I like those last 2 answers. They kind of agreed with me there.
Yep, they're pretty much all in agreement. Everything, pretty much every answer we got was between like 8 and 16.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's kind of hard to like narrow down an answer in this show because literally our answers were all over the place there. And I guess, it's as a parent, it's up to you and do what you want to do. You're right. I'm not a parent. You're not a parent. So it's subjective, but that's why it's Bar Talk here. And we ask for your opinion. All right. Well, we also wanted to make sure one thing you want to do is click that like, subscribe button down below for lots more fun here. The Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel. 4 big shows waiting for you each and every week. Sometimes the topics are tough like this one. Other times it's easy. Like next week, we talk about sports once again. Everyone likes that. We know you like talking about food too. So all the fun here on the channel. So Joel, how old were you when you got your first cell phone?
Let's see. That's actually a good question. 2000. See, I'm trying to think of the year. Maybe it was like 2005. But that was back when we had like flip phones, and they didn't have. The reason that this answer matters and it's totally different now is because phone isn't something we even really use anymore. Like I don't know the last time I used this life device to call somebody. It's always for something else. It's never ever for a phone. It's now internet. It pays all your bills. It's my TV remote. It's like, if some people have to start their car or turn off their oven. So like it's totally different what it is now and what it is when I was like 15 or 16.
Yeah, well, that's like you said to me, the first phone, I had the flip phone too. I was 18 when I got mine, but up until then you had to have the bag phone. And again, like I said, I didn't get it because we were in the mountains, but you're right, it's not a phone anymore. It's a little computer, and now you have like Instagram and all that, so.
Yeah, but like now kids do their homework on it. Back when it was you and me, the answer is, that's a higher answer because it's just a luxury. It's just text and calling. It's for, a higher class. Now it's for everybody. Like everybody pretty much needs one to get like homework in school and everything. So it's totally different. People are more dependent on them now.
Absolutely. And also comes the thing, too, like how many phone numbers do you remember? Probably none because they're all in your phone. You just push a button and go. Yeah.
Exactly. That's another good example.
All right. Well, I feel like we accomplished something once again here in the Brew. So, okay, technology is changing, so that definitely changes the opinions as well. All right. Well, thanks for all your great comments here. Jersey Joe Ion saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, I hope.